Hello everyone. So today I'm going to talk to you about the eclipse season. As you know, at the moment we are in the energy of the new moon solar eclipse in the sign of Aquarius, taking place on the 17th of February. But we've already been in that energy for quite some time, for some weeks now. So, it's getting to a peak point on the 17th of February, but it's going to last as well, several weeks, even months after the date. So, what does that eclipse do to your life exactly? Well, eclipses, they act as an accelerator of rhythm, which means that you're going to get more opportunities to do things, maybe more ideas. Your life circumstances are going to be shaken up for you to take more action. And specifically because it's a solar eclipse, which means that it's the equivalent of, a lot of new moons, it's the time to plant some new seeds in the ground, so new actions that are following your vision, your strong dream, that's activating you inside, that's, giving you that inner joy. It's really the time to connect to that strong vision that you have because it has more chances now to really give some fruits later on. Why am I saying that? It's because, as you know as well, we are in year one of a new cycle. And it's really, that time to brainstorm and to connect to your dream life, to your inner vision, so that you can take, those actions to implement the right process, the right structure that's needed to make it real and tangible in your everyday life. Last year and the years before, in the cycle that we've just ended, we've taken a lot of time to do some kind of housework, to free ourselves from some processes that have been obsolete in our lives, to let go of old karmic patterns, transgenerational, personal. We have been letting go of a lot of stuff to transform ourselves and become someone new, connecting to a new identity. And it's the same thing collectively as well for our society. Because as you know, everything we transform inside ourselves gets reflected into the collective, into our society. So with that eclipse in the sign of Aquarius, there's really that acceleration of destiny that's taking place right now. Aquarius is all about networking, network as well. It's a visionary sign. Sorry, it's all to do with getting that new vision into society. Building that new vision. And it's all to do with the collective, with groups, with innovation, with new technologies. So it's really the Aquarius energy. I can talk about it because I'm a full Aquarius. So, I've got this stellium of luminaries and planets in Aquarius, my sun, my moon, Mars, Venus. My rising sign is in Leo, which is, opposite of Aquarius. So, just to give me something different from the Aquarius energy. But, I can really talk about the Aquarius energy because it's all to do with connecting to each other through networks, and with the help of new technologies. You know, it's an air sign, so there's a lot of communication taking place, and it's to help build a new vision into our society, a vision that's more human, a vision that's closer to our core values. And that's why we have been transforming ourselves and our society to actually ground that new vision into a tangible process, tangible structures in our everyday life. So that's what's happening right now. And so those eclipses in the sign of Aquarius, and also in July, we're going to have a change of the nodes, the moon nodes. So it's also going to help implement that new Aquarius era. We're still at that stage of preparation, implementation of the Aquarius age. And so those eclipses, it's really accelerating your life to help you put in place those actions that help you connect to your vision, to your dream. Also, during this month of February, we have Saturn and Neptune that are coming to that are getting into a new cycle at 0 degrees of Aries. And that's a major event as well. Why is that? It's because, the sign of Aries is the first one of the 12 signs and at 0 degrees. So once again, we are starting a new cycle. There's always that symbolism of we are in between two cycles. That eclipse in Aquarius is at 28 degrees of Aquarius. So 28, if you put it down to 10, to an 8, 10, in the tarot cards, it's the number 10 card, which is the Wheel of Fortune. And it's exactly that. The Wheel of Fortune, it's acceleration. It's going from one polarity to the other, in a very short time. You can maybe, at the moment, you can feel a lot of waves, going from one very positive phase to a very downhill phase. Maybe you are switching from one positive to a negative polarity really quickly. That's because of that stage we're in, that Wheel of Fortune stage, that eclipse phase. It's really to do with shaking things up so that you find your center, you connect to that strong vision inside of you, and that's what is going to bring you stability in your life. It's that focus on your vision, your values, and what your natural talents. And when you focus on the value you can give to the world, that's what gives you that stability and enables you to stay centered and grounded during that stage of chaos in the world. Basically, that's the big message I have for you during this video on the eclipse. And so on the 14th of February, we've had that Saturn coming to 0 degrees of Aries, and on the 20th of February, we have this conjunction between Saturn and Neptune at 0 degrees of the sign of Aries. And what does it mean? It means that Neptune is your flow of creativity, once again, your vision, your dream, whereas Saturn is your wisdom and maturity. Saturn is all to do with time and structure and process. So it's really the opposite of Neptune, really. But together, the conjunction, the partnership they have together in the sign of Aries is really helping us implement our strong vision into the world, in a tangible way, taking those inspired action, those soul-aligned actions that can be uncomfortable, but are going to be very, very useful to get that vision tangible, but also long-lasting. It's going to develop itself during this year 2026, but also during the whole cycle of the next 9 years. So what I wanted to add as well is that, as you know, the new moon usually in Aquarius is always connected to the Chinese New Year. And so this year we're going to go, we're going to leave the sign of the snake, and it's going to be, it's the year of the horse with the fire element. And for me, this horse sign, this horse Chinese sign, is really connected to that Aries energy in Occidental astrology. So, once again, Chinese astrology, Occidental astrology, numerology, tarot, everything is connected. All the symbolism you can find will give you the same message of taking action, and the horse of fire is all to do with courage, enthusiasm, and just take strong action that needs a lot of energy and joy, and really get out there. But also the horse is a sign, even though it's really brave and courageous, it needs stability, structure, and process. It needs some kind of safety and security. So, the horse will always go back to the stable. It needs that safety of going back home. It will go really far and all over the place, but it needs to know that there's that structure in place to feel safe. So that's what's going to happen this year during the year of the horse. It's really to do with following that sense of enthusiasm and an adventure, and getting out there, with courage, but at the same time implementing that structure and process that is enabling you to make your inner vision, that's project that's really close to your heart, making it really tangible and long lasting. You have that, you need that sense of what you are, the energy that you are putting into right now, the actions you are taking, they need to be, connected to that vision that's going to hold you, for a long time. So we are starting a new cycle, and you are now taking those actions that are useful for the long term. You know, it's not just getting out there and, you know, following your heart with passion without any direction or structure. No, it's really following that strong vision and putting in place those processes that are helping you to ground your vision and making it long lasting, you know? So that you don't have to then come back to that inner vision because it wasn't, you know, strong enough, or, you know, it's really all to do with, and that's why we've been through all those years, and especially last year, we've been through a lot of transformation, of letting go of the old, of what's obsolete, what's not aligned to your soul anymore. We have gone through all this process so that now you are ready to uh, take that leap of faith and go much further into your vision, to, you know, to really connect to your vision and build it strongly in in a tangible way. And that's what Saturn, Neptune in Aries is really giving you right now, that energy of putting things into place, um, building those foundations that are going to last for your vision to unfold progressively, and so that you can build in a long-lasting way and really a productive way. You can, you know, really build that vision along the way. So that's the message of the eclipse I have for you now. I hope that message really resonates with you. Let me know in the comments, and please like the video, share it with people who need it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos. And bye bye for now.